What's up, team, and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about storage. I know that sounds kind of boring, but we're going to make it fun. I've spent the last 3+ years in a storage unit over there at CubeSmart, basically around the corner from here in the Bunn DJ Company's headquarters. So I've had a storage unit over across the street at CubeSmart for the past 3 years. It's at a place called CubeSmart, one of those big buildings with tons of units in it. I think it was a 10 by 20 or maybe a 20 by 20. And I finally, after 3 years, am out of there. I'm done with it. I sent some of the stuff with my son to college to his new apartment. The rest of it I sold on Facebook Marketplace. The rest of it I brought here. So I've been redoing the office. I want to show you guys how I've optimized what's really a very small space. Everybody that comes here, every time somebody comes here in person, they go, wow, it's a lot smaller than I thought. It's really 2 rooms. This room where we shoot a lot of the content's maybe 300 square feet. There's basically 2 closets in between before you go into the front room where you see me a lot of times doing my work and where people used to come before the pandemic to meet with my DJs. That's more of a formal room. This is more of a shooting room. But I want to show you how I've organized these 2 closets by going up instead of out to maximize the space. So let's get into that in this video right now. Okay, so we'll start in this one. This is basically the closet that leads from the front office where I was just talking about we used to meet with clients and where my desk is. This kind of passes through into the studio where I just was, and it's pretty much all white and where we shoot the educational videos. But I want to show you what I've done in here over the last couple of weeks, a little project I've been working on. Like I said, getting out of the storage room. First thing I did was go to, I think, Home Depot and get these new bins, much better than what I had in here. They were the clear style. They were always breaking. These are much more industrial. This was, I think, Home Depot's kind of side brand. And I wanted them all to match. And hey, bonus, they're Bunn DJ Company kind of branded colors. So I'm a labeling fanatic. So I've got everything from paint and cleaning supplies, the marketing collateral, to the Bunn DJ Company hoodies and hats, shipping supplies. These are just kind of random tools. Some of my miscellaneous gear here. So highly recommend, though, that you kind of use this method I use, this almost like a ladder or a loft style. You can even see it goes up across the top and then even goes down that side. We'll get a shot of that in just a second. The other thing that I really love that I bought at IKEA years ago are these little white cabinets. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drawers in each of them. I can't remember the exact Swedish name that they use for these, but I love these because you can put all sorts of small cables and accessories. Like I've got microphone parts, I got video cables, short XLRs, I've got adapters and knobs, I've got camera parts, I've got lighting parts, I've got uplight remotes and power cords. Like, it's such an easy thing to just label and throw miscellaneous parts in there as you get shipments in, or if you're not going to be using those, or you just want to always have backups. So I love these kind of small drawer organizers. And then again, these industrial bins kind of going up. Let's take a look at the other side. Okay, so taking a look at the other wall of the closet, and it truly is a closet, you can see the same principle. We're going up instead of out, right? So I've got these shelves custom built here. Put the very least used stuff up on the top. I got an industrial fan, video mixer, a line mixer, a couple extra controllers, some Bunn merch above my head. But then the stuff that I use pretty much every weekend starts as we come down. Both of the eVerse 8s. We got the new chroma cannons from Both Lighting. We got the Both Lighting 360 tubes here. And then I'll move this out of the way so you can see. I built me like a little charging station up here. So over on the left, that's where I charge my little XLR dongles. Basically, I just left the ends here and then got all the power strip ends going in there. And then on this side is where I charge my Pocket Osmo, my 360 camera off these USB-C cables. These charge the little wireless XLR dongles. And then also I've got the 360 tube plugs over here as well. So built this little charging station for when these are not laying up there. And then of course, as you go down, you've got your uplights, and I've got, let's see, 32 of the Both Lighting IR4s. And then lastly for this closet, one of the oldest organization tricks in the book, you see them in old hardware stores. You've seen them in people's garages, are these pegboards. And these pegboards have been invaluable for different things. On this side is where I just kind of hang cables that I use around the office or when I'm testing stuff. Extra extension cords, combo cables, extra XLRs, a really long 100-foot cable in case we need to do something out in the parking lot. And then over on my right, more stuff like tools. We've got all kinds of different tape, clamps, rope, shipping tape, Velcro wraps, and then even just Phillips head, flat head, your basic tools here hanging on the wall. But these pegboards, as old school as they are just super great for organizing rooms like this that you have in your office as well. All right, so let's go on and move just 5 feet down the way, and we'll show you the other closet that you've seen before. We'll cut to a clip of it here. That used to be what we called the uplight closet, right? That was where all the DJs used to come, pick up uplights. There were probably 150, 160 of the both lighting S4 lights in there. We basically took those and gave them to the DJs. Each of them came and picked up a set of 16 with the soft carry bag. So now I've made that closet as well for my storage because, again, like I said, I was trying to stop paying rent at that storage building, which was becoming just an absolute cluttered mess of stuff that was never getting used. And so now let's move down that way. Okay, so taking a look at what used to be the up lighting closet, we're gonna kind of start behind me first. Basically, we didn't change any of the shelving in here. This is where the soft bags used to sit. Now I've got my color key pop-up totems up here ready to go. Behind those, I've just got a big pop-up display that we use for wedding shows. Again, you can see these industrial bins. I bought 1, 2, 3 of those. This is just literally a bunch of extra cables. And then the other two are costumes, I guess, if you will. It says hats and masks on one, and the other one says miscellaneous props and green screen. So you've seen all the crazy ads we made. That is where we store that stuff. Down low, starting left to right, we got your Evolve 50 tops. Just a standard basic pop-up table. You never know when you need a folding table. You got your EV ELX 200 12-inch white subs. You got your EV ETX big boy 18-inch subs. Another pop-up table, facade, just in case I ever want to make a video trashing facades, which I seem to do that often. And then, of course, up top, you've got your Evolve 50 subs up there. I need to get some more industrial tape, I think, or label maker stuff. You got your ETX 12-inch, and then I've even got an EV wedge, floor wedge over there. So that's kind of that wall. And then, again, you'll see the same shelves that were in here for the uplights because, we had them just daisy chained together here. Top, you got your pop-up tent. And then working our way down, CO2 guns, hazer, a little bit of spark dust. If we ever rent those, we have our own. We've got our audio guest books in these little bags, and then basically some stands, mic stands, subwoofer poles, just standard black speaker stands. We got our glow tubes in their case there. And then down low, we've got tube lighting stands, 2 different kinds. You got some from my buddy DJ Dimitri, and then you got some from Both Lighting in the little black bag. We keep our CO2 cannon tanks right here, and that's pretty much that side. And then we'll go one more loop around and you can see the other side now. And then on the final side, we have installed, instead of the little mobile rolling rack that you've seen in some of my previous videos, we went ahead and put in a clothes rack here, if you will. You can see behind it there are a few things, like I've got a part of my car in there, some more costume stuff, a controller that we never use. Of course, nobody ever throws out their Mac boxes. I've seen a lot of memes going around about that lately. We've got Mr. Bones up there that we've made a chiropractor video on. We've got the giant hard drive up there that we ran over with a tank. But for the most part, this side is just ridiculous costumes that we may or may not need on any given day when we're shooting content for usually crate hackers, but you never know what Dominic's going to come up with. So there it all is, and that side of the closet is. All right, so come on back out here. Come on, come on. So that's a little bit behind the scenes here at the Bunn DJ Company headquarters of how I store stuff in a very small space. I think sometimes we get caught up in this imposter syndrome sometimes. We see all these DJs videos, and they got the warehouse and the trucks and this, that, and the other. You don't need all that stuff to be successful. Trust me, this whole office space is maybe 600 square feet, like I said. Got a couple of really nice closets that are well constructed. You can find a handyman. Sometimes you can do it yourself if you're handy, to build you out shelves to house the stuff that you actually have, you know. So lay it all out first and build the shelves almost around that. And I promise you, it will help you go up and not so much out. And you can put a ton of stuff in a very small space. So hope this helps you guys. Hope it inspires you. As always, please subscribe to the channel. Leave the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this storage space, what you're doing to maximize your storage space. And I'll see you guys next week on another new video.